Hi, I'm Mark. This is my February review for Cancer Sun sign and Cancer rising. We start off the month with a bit of a downer because Mercury is retrograde, and this always puts a dampener on things. Communication's difficult, things get lost, things are misunderstood, so it's not a time to make big decisions. We'll leave that till after the 20th when Mercury goes direct again. We have a big aspect on the 1st. Saturn is making an aspect to Chiron, the healing planet. This is across your 10th and 8th houses. So here's a good time to get in touch with any fears you have and resolve those issues. This happens in the 10th house, so it affects career, it affects your chosen path and your public standing. So there could be issues with authority figures as well. 10th house represents the father and Saturn represents authority, so there could be issues here that you need to resolve, and Chiron will help you resolve those. Also, you need to look at duties and responsibilities. You've got all month to look at these topics and come up with some answers. Also on the 1st we have a difficult aspect between the Sun and Mars, so this can cause some anger to come out. This can be channeled productively, and if it is, then that's fine, but if there's issues that come up regarding anger, you need to deal with them. On the 4th, Jupiter squares the black moon Lilith, and when Jupiter comes in contact with the black moon, he enlarges and grows the shadow. Now, wherever the black moon is, she casts a shadow, and she's in your 11th house. So the shadow will be over friends, acquaintances, group situations, also your ideals and your dreams. So there could be something here that Jupiter highlights that is a primal fear, something that comes deep from within and is buried, and this will come out. And this is a good opportunity to work with it and put it to rest and let go of it for good, and then you can move on. Then on the 6th is a great day because the Sun makes a fantastic aspect to the Moon's nodes. Now the Moon's nodes are in your 6th and 12th house, so you could be in the right place at the right time. It could be that you get some unconscious messages for this, something that helps you, guides you for the future. The South Node is in the 6th house, so there could also be things come up about your daily routines, your health, diet and exercise. Then Venus makes 2 aspects on the same day, one to Uranus, and this is again a good one because it's about trying exciting and different things, and being a bit more unique and having that desire to want to do unusual, different things. And the last one with Venus is to Chiron, that's in your 10th house. Now this could highlight a wound from the past, this could highlight maybe a weakness in your destiny area. It could be in your career, or it could be on your chosen path. But there's a weakness there that can be highlighted, and you can again work on that, so there's a lot to be doing. On the 7th there's a large aspect between Saturn and Uranus, and this lasts till the end of the month. So this is a coming together of 2 slow moving planets, and they're making a square aspect, which is a challenging aspect. Uranus is in your 11th house of ideals, of goals, of dreams, and Saturn is in your 8th house of change. So here we can see a change in what you want, what you desire. If your ideals or your dreams have become too rigid and you're not able to fulfill them, then they've got to change. Everything will have to change, and you'll have to more or less start again, break them down, get rid of them and build new ones, make new ones. Also it's the same for friends and colleagues, because you may need to build new relationships now. Saturn will want structure, so you need to do it in a structured way. You need to start networking, you need to start putting yourself out there and becoming more available. Maybe you need to join some groups and get involved in group processes as well. This is all happening at the same time as some other big aspects, so there's a lot of change coming through. There's a lot of planets in your 8th house. There's a big emphasis on the 8th house this month, so a lot of change, a lot of work to do. On the 9th, Mercury makes an aspect to the moon's nose. We spoke about the sun, but there's four planets aspect to them during the month. So there's a very fateful feel about February. With Mercury aspecting them, you can expect a message, because Mercury is about communication. So you can expect a message either from the past or from the future that will guide you and give you a clue as to which way you should be going now. Then on the 10th, difficult day because Venus and Mars are in square, so could be a little bit of irritation on that day, so just be careful. Then on the 11th, there's a new moon. This new moon is very good for you because it's in your 8th house, and this will help this Saturn and Uranus aspect we just spoke about. This will help because it's a great time of the new moon to put a new plan in operation. It's a great time to initiate these changes and start the ball rolling slowly. Obviously with Mercury still retrograde, give it another 10 days before you actually put them into action, but you can start the ball rolling now. This new moon is also about changes in your perception, how you see things and understand things. There's going to be a big shift now in that area, and because it's in Aquarius, it's a very original feel about it. So you can be different now. You can dare to be different. You can be an original. You can be a unique person. Don't be afraid to push yourself forward and be brazen, be open. It's also good this will help you with socialising and networking as well. So this is all falling into place. Also on the 11th, the same day as the new moon, Venus makes two aspects. First to Jupiter, which is a conjunction, also in your 8th house. This is a very agreeable aspect. You'll feel very warm and friendly towards people. It's also very good for finances. It's quite lucky aspect. So this is a good time to put a financial plan into operation, especially with the new moon on the same day. Then the other aspect is to the black moon. It's a square to the black moon, and this could bring new people into your life, new friends, new acquaintances, even a new love relationship. But you need to be careful because with the black moon, things can sometimes be a little bit intense and a little bit overboard. On the 12th, Mars makes a positive aspect to Neptune, is in your 9th house. Now this will heighten your sensitivity. This will heighten your intuitive senses as well. Neptune's in your 9th house of philosophy, of beliefs, of religion. So it's a good time to look at things now. You've got 4 days to just examine things and see where you stand. And it may be you discover that a certain course of action isn't working or is futile. So it would be a good time to change now and follow a more enlightened path. Then at the weekend, the 13th to the 14th, it's not very good because Mercury is making its final push retrograde, and it's one of those days or a couple of days when you may feel like the glass is half empty and not half full. So it's a good time to chill out, just relax and don't put any extra burdens on yourself for those couple of days. On the 15th, Venus makes a connection with the moon's nose. This is the 3rd out of 4 this month. Venus is a planet of desire, so you can now manifest your desires, especially financially, because the 8th house is the house where money comes to you from an outside source. It's also the house of Scorpio, so this is a very passionate time for Venus. The other thing is, with the nodes in the position they are, your 12th and 6th house, you can learn things now. You can learn things through your unconscious, and you can learn things through the practical earthy side. These things will help you in the future. Then on the 19th, Venus makes a difficult aspect with Mars. This will pass fine if your relationship is good, but if you've got issues within relationships, then anger could result and there could be conflict. And on the 20th, there's good news because Mercury moves direct. Mercury is now direct, and also all the other planets are direct, and this is going to continue until the 23rd of May. So this is a time when you can really push forward and you won't be hindered, you won't be held up. The energy will flow freely. On the 23rd, we have an aspect between Mars and Pluto, which can mean great success. This lasts for 4 days. Mars is in your 11th house. This is the house of ideals, goals. So you should be setting realistic goals, practical goals that you can attain there. Pluto's in the 7th house, so other people can help you with these. This is a good time to join together with people and perhaps put your plans together. On the 24th we have a fantastic aspect. Jupiter makes the 4th aspect to the moon's nose this month, and this is the biggest one by far. This is a real karmic connection with this one. Jupiter expands everything it touches. So this could be a time of great advancement. Doors may open for you now, maybe great opportunities. Spiritually this would be very good because the North Node is in your 12th house, spirituality, and your philosophy of life will change because everything around you will be changing. This is the 8th house. Jupiter's in the 8th house. This is the house of transformation and change. This is the house of perception, so your perception will be changing. This is very good for many things. You'll be in the spotlight now. You'll be much more open to everybody. You'll meet new people. You may be travelling to different places. It's a fantastic aspect. This one lasts for 5 days, so tap into it, make the most of it. On the 25th, there's an aspect that will help the Jupiter connection with the nodes. The Sun, now in your 9th house, makes a positive aspect to Uranus. So this is about reform. This is about changing and overhauling your beliefs and your philosophy. So this will help the Jupiter aspect. It's also about trying new things and exciting things. Then on the 27th, there's a full moon. This full moon is in your 3rd house. So there's another opportunity here to help with the Jupiter aspect, because this one will allow you to declutter your mind, get rid of old habits, old thought patterns, and bring in new ones. And you won't be concerned with superficial things. You want to get to the heart of things now and make changes. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you'd like to see more, please subscribe. If you'd like to leave me a comment, I'll be glad to hear from you.